They're coming to take me away, ha ha. They're coming to take me away, ho ho, hee hee, ha ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men with their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away, ha ha. They're coming to take me away, ha ha. They're coming to take me away, ho ho, hee hee, ha ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men with their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away, ha ha. You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my writ. Right? You know you laughed, I heard you laughed and laughed, and then you left, but now you know I'm utterly mad. They're coming to take me away, ha ha. They're coming to take me away, ho ho, hee hee, ha ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men with their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away, ha ha. They're coming to take me away, ha ha. They're coming to take me away, ho ho, hee hee, ha ha. To the happy home with trees and flowers and shipping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming.
Welcome, everyone, to our first episode of Dark Society Entertainment Talk Live. I am your host, The Don, and today we have a great show ahead of us. We have the gorgeous women of wrestling, joining us as our guest. We have the beautiful Roxy Astor. We have Patricia Summerland, and we're going to be having Debi Dallas in as a guest. So I want to apologize up here for our technical difficulties we had earlier in the show. The show was originally supposed to start at 9 o'clock, but due to technical difficulties, we're starting at a half an hour later, so I apologize for that inconvenience. And now I'd like to welcome our hosts to the show. We have the beautiful natural vampire, Michelle Jaga. I hope I said that name correct this week. We also have the cool guy, Brandon Levesque.
Hello, hello.
And we have Magician Lucian Toombs joining us today.
Good evening.
How you doing, Lucian?
Doing great. And yourself?
Now, I'm doing great. Like I say, I apologize for that inconvenience we had earlier. The show was supposed to start at 9 o'clock, but instead it ended up starting at 9:30 due to technical difficulties. So I apologize for that.
We got it running now.
Yeah, we got it running now. Now, today we're going to be going back to the 80s. Now, it's funny how the 80s changed so many things in the world, from music to films to the wrestling business. I mean, the 80s was a great pinnacle of many great things. We had MTV, we had the rock and wrestling and the wrestling world with the WWF. But what is your interest of the 80s? What did you like seeing out of the 80s?
Oh, there were a lot of really memorable films. I mean, there was the Back to the Future was one. Close Encounters of the Third Kind was another. Just a lot of really great films, and it was, a very creative period too, as far as like the fantasy film genre was concerned.
What about you, Michelle? Were you sporting the big hair back in the 80s?
Well, in the late 80s, yes. I did, towards the late 80s. The 80s is a great time for movies, especially with like horror movies. A lot of stuff was coming out that, that's where we got the beginning of Nightmare on Elm Street. We had Days of the Dead, Halloween 2, Halloween came out just before, I think it was like 79, but we had Pumpkinhead, The Blob, Texas Chainsaw. All these great movies came out during that time. That was really my favorite period of horror movies.
And what about you, Brandon? I'm afraid to ask you this question, but what about you in the
80s? Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't really around for the 80s, but definitely the movies, I would say. Yeah, right. I would say, I apologize. I would say that the movies definitely stuck out, horror movies in particular. Like, it was a great time for horror movies, but of course, with me, it was the music. I would say the rock and roll, man. I mean, I was like the golden age of rock and roll, in my opinion.
Now, the greatest thing to me in the 80s was professional wrestling. In today's show, we're going to talk about a wrestling promotion that brought women to the main focus point. And that show was called Glow, The Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. The promotion was filmed its first pilot in December of 1985, but the promotion officially started in 1986 with Going On the Year and such, filled with wild, colorful characters, strong women, and over-the-top sketches. Now, the success was a smash. Most women were actresses, models, dancers, stunt women, and it all had one goal, and that was to become a hit. I mean, these women, they paved the way for a lot in the wrestling business. And today's show is all about them, and I'm looking forward to talking to them right now. So let's get this show going.
The cheerleaders are wrestling the headhunters today. We're not too sure about this tag team. The cheerleaders are wrestling the headhunters today.
If I get this is one more technical difficulty. And we are joined by Roxy Astor.
Hello. I
Roxy.
kept hearing about
Roxy?
the headhunters.
Hello, Roxy.
Headhunters and cheerleaders. I'm like, what?
That was a promotional spot from Glow. I guess it was back in one of the seasons, and it got all messed up.
I should have been a bad girl because screw those cheerleaders.
Yes.
Definitely should have been a heel.
So Roxy, you were one of the originals, weren't you, in the whole glorified Glow entertainment world when Glow first hit back in the 80s, weren't you?
I was one of the OGs. Yep. Back, I did season 3 and 4. Now, if you want to go the originals, like the ones who started it, you have Matilda Hollywood, who's the only one that was through all 4 seasons. She's the only one. I think maybe Becky. Maybe it was just her. Daughter. I'm thinking it's just Hollywood, though. But, yeah, you know what? And the funny thing, I was listening to your promo how you were saying, actors and all this. And I was none of that. I was a hairdresser. I'm like, okay, that'd be something cool to do. Let me go be a Glow girl.
How was it doing the hair back in the 80s?
Okay, look at Gremlina and Stinky, and a few times that I screwed up Godiva's, and you asked me.
Oh my God!
Never ask your enemy to do your hair, your roots.
Right.
Yeah, it was great. Glow, I mean, all I remember is rat, back home. Throw in the glitter, Aquanet, stand back, rat, and repeat 4 times. The higher, the better.
I bet you the Glow girls probably had like net and the Aquanet. They probably had stock in that.
Oh, well, we should have. You know what's really funny is that Fabergé, we did commercials for Fabergé. I'm like, yeah, your hair can look like a helmet too. Yeah, use Fabergé.
I think I have one of those commercials right here on the switchboard.
Keith, I would use so much hairspray that when I was done after the matches, my hair would actually crack.
So
would crack?
That was a lot of hairspray.
It was perm, bleached, glitter, Aquanet. Yeah. Hit the mat, crack.
Oh, my God.
So let's go back to the beginning. How was it advertised to become a part of Glow? Did you see it in like a newspaper, a commercial? How did it go
I saw it
about?
on the TV. On the TV. It was just kind of like a banner, at the end of the show because I was actually watching Glow and I thought it was really cool. I moved from Seattle to L.A., so, not too much, what else is back then? Soul Train and like all that really cool stuff and then Glow. And the thing is, I can totally feel what the fans felt like when they go, oh, and I love this and I love this about it because I was actually a fan of Glow, and that's what drew me to it. It's just like, oh, my God, the glitter, they were beautiful, and shoulder pads, and they could kick ass, and then, you know, like 3 months later, like, I'm a glow girl. So how weird is that?
And I understand there was a lot of women that tried out for this also.
You get different stories from different girls. I've heard through some people, and everybody's going to have their own story. There was 3,500 people, girls that tried out, and then I think it was whittled down to 300, and then I think when we were there and actually arrived in Las Vegas and we were looking at the apartments, I think I remember 100 women, all walks of life, shapes and sizes. It was amazing, you know. I remember a girl with a green mohawk, and I remember seeing Beastie the Road Warrior and Daisy, who's over 6 feet tall. That wasn't their name at the time, but you know, I was the only one that I think kind of going in there not knowing anything about acting or anything. But I'm like, hey, you know what? I need a job. Why not?
So there was a lot of colorful characters, that's for sure. But I mean, it took off.
Yes, there was.
Now, how was it working with David McLean?
Now, I didn't work with him. I worked with Johnny C. David McLean was first and second season. Now, I think the whole thing with David McLean was when he left after I think might have been after the first, second season, when he left, a lot of the girls left with him. So that's when they were on the hunt for new Glow Girls because they had to finish filming. So it was a matter of, I think they had to get girls. They already had a TV deal, you know, it was in syndication, get girls, train them, turn them into Glow Girls, and, you know, then bam, we're out there. So we kind of got thrown right into the, you know, heat like right away. So, you know, and I'm sure Matt Zimber was under a lot of stress and pressure and everybody else, but you know what? It showed because we did it. You know, you look back and you go, we don't know how, but, you know, it was a really good time, though.
And it looks like we're getting joined by our second Glow Girl also this evening, and I believe it's Patricia Summerland.
Sunny, it's not Patricia, it's Sunny.
Hello, yes, it's Sunny, the California girl. How are you? Hey, Roxy.
Sunny or cloudy?
Hey, Keith.
Hey,
and
Sunny.
I don't know who else is on here.
Cloudy?
I know, it's cloudy.
Is it sunny or cloudy?
Right? I am. That's my alter ego. Yes. So
Hi,
where are we at? What are we talking about? What's the good
we're just
stuff?
talking about Glow.
We were talking about
all
Glow.
things
we're talking about you.
How it all. Now, Sunny, how did you get into Glow? Where did you see it advertised to first get the interest?
Actually, I have been in wrestling since I was little. My mom and dad and my brother were at the Olympic Auditorium, so I was raised at the Olympic Auditorium. My father was friends with Freddie Blassie, Dick Beyer, many of the wrestlers. So the interest came upon one day. My father was watching the said show Glow on TV, and I was in my bedroom, I don't know, doing something. At that time, I was involved in, you know, many athletic things, but I was modeling and doing swimwear, you know, photo shoots and blah, blah, blah. So trying to break into more acting, and he was watching this show, and he calls me out, and he said, sit down and watch this with me. And I sat down and watched what was Glow on the weekend with him, in the weekend of, I think it was a Saturday afternoon, and I was intrigued. I was seeing all these beautiful girls, different sizes, shapes, kicking butt in the ring. And he goes, you should do this. And I'm like, right. I can't do that. They'd kill me. And at the end of the show, they had flashed that they were looking for new Glow Girls. And, of course, my dad's like, do it. Send in your headshot, honey. What have you got to lose? You can do this, you know. And I'm like, yeah, okay. You know, sure enough, I sent it in, and I got called in for an audition in North Hollywood. And there was so many girls all over the place. I think it was like 400 girls there. It was unbelievable. And that was my first audition into the world of wrestling, of Glow.
Now, were you in
wow, my story sounds so boring now, Sonny.
What was your? You're funny.
I was watching
Never
TV,
boring. None of us
and I called them.
Now, there's 4 seasons of Glow, correct? Was there 4
Yes.
seasons or were there more? Now,
No.
what season did you girls come in? Did you come in? Now, Roxy, you said you didn't come in the first, correct? You came in
Sunny
later
and
on?
I came in at the same time. We came in
we're
the third
Roxy
season.
and I are third and fourth season girls. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think we kind of left near the same time too, ironically.
We did. Yeah, we did.
So, but I think you went to the San Diego con, right? Yeah, well, I didn't. I had already left.
They hired
they had that big Sunny step in.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, God, what was that about? But I get it, they had to for photo shoots and stuff.
Okay,
so.
But come on, make it. No.
I know, thanks,
could have
Matt.
made it a little bit better.
Right? Yeah, I know. Jeez. So, so we're the third and fourth season girls. The ones who went all the way from first to fourth would be Hollywood, Nanuchka, and there was a few others.
Was it
that
Sally?
Were in all four
and
seasons.
Sally, maybe?
And Sally. Yep. I think she was all the way to the end, wasn't she? Or did she leave I thought she left.
You know what? She was like in and out at the end, so I don't even remember.
Yeah, I think she actually got booed at fourth season. I think Matt had enough of her in the fourth season. Imagine that. But
that's a whole other show.
There's so many good stories, guys.
Yes,
so who's on here? Who are we talking to? Because I hear a couple different. I know Keith.
You
and
have,
who else is on?
Have Brandon. We have Michelle.
I am.
She's one of our co-hosts. You have Brandon Levique.
Okay.
Hello.
And you have Lucian Toombs.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, nice to meet everyone.
Nice to meet you. Now I have a question. So, Sonny, did you work with David McClain?
No. David McClain was already gone when he was still there a little bit in the beginning because we did some shoots with him. In fact, some locker room shots I remember all of us did with David McClain.
I didn't.
How come you didn't?
I don't know, Sonny. You tell me.
Yeah, he was there. I have pictures with him with all of us girls.
Yeah, I never even met him. I never met him until later on.
Oh, wow. That's weird.
Huh.
But, yeah, he wasn't with us. Again, David McClain was primarily first and second season. At that time, he had left. Him and Matt had their falling out, if you will, and he was gone.
Yeah.
So we had Matt Simber, Steve Blantz, David and Mary, and the owner of Glow, Meshulam Rickless.
And Johnny C. replaced.
And Johnny C. Johnny C. was just the announcer. We like to just say he was the announcer, and that was it. He got bounced around in the ring. But, kind of like a David McClain, if you will. But two different personalities.
When you came in, Lauren Palmer was who played as Colonel. Let me see if I pronounce her name correct. Ninotchka.
Ninotchka. Yeah.
She took over as the trainer. So, and Cynthia was
also trained us girls.
The first two.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she trained us, and so did Anne Labrie, who was Debbie debutante.
Yeah.
She trained us in our gymnastics and the trampoline stuff where we were off-site. We went to a gymnasium and trained inside of a gymnasium, and she was amazing. They both were really good.
Yeah, Debbie was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Anushka was
too.
She was a little tough, but I think
yeah.
she had, eyes watching her. And then, like I told them before, that, they were on a schedule to get us trained. So I think a lot of pressure was on them.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, it was 6 weeks, and then our our military training that we had to go through. We had to do hyperextensions off our wrestling ring.
Do you remember the workouts?
Sitting on our feet.
6 in the morning? Were they 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, the workouts?
Yeah, we were up early and all day we were training. And the punching bag, the tires, the whole military type training, and then the military push-ups. Oh my God, those were dreadful. We had to do 100 a day.
And then it was lunchtime at Wendy's. That's where I wrote.
Right.
That was
our break
where
time.
I wrote most of my matches.
Yeah. Yep. That's right. I love those baked potatoes, and that was the Frosties. That's all I ate, and then back to the warehouse. And that was within walking distance, so we were always there at Wendy's. They got the best.
They turned it into a Harley Davidson shop, from what Mike Conrad said.
Yeah, it used to be a Harley Davidson place, and then it was turned into our live filming and taping with the Riviera as the background, and that's where we had our shows. And we packed the audience. I think it was 300, that were in there for our live tapings, and that was taped on the weekends, and we'd practice our matches during the week.
Yeah, these fans are crazy, though. Oh, my God. Right? Now you know what it feels to be a rock star.
I know.
Yeah, that's what Brandon's
hopefully we're going to have
someday.
a better life. We're not going to end up like the rock stars. It's terrible. They lead hard lives, man. I'm still sad over Tom Petty right now.
Oh, yeah. That was a tough one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, everything is crazy right now, so...
Oh, yeah. Well, hands down, our world with the fires, it's only getting worse. I just read about a couple expiring. It was so sad. This is 23 people have passed away in the Northern California fires. And because my daughter's boyfriend's a fireman, so he gives us the updates, and he's up there fighting the fires right now with 20 hot shots. It's just huge. It's massive. In our wine country, the most beautiful area. If you guys have ever traveled to Napa, you'd understand. It's just incredible, and it's sad to see it to dust, to go away. And all our grapes for our wine. I happen to love wine, so that's kind of a sad thing. Me and Godiva. I had to throw that out there.
Okay, you two.
I know. Jeez.
Yeah,
was there any
women certainly accounted for as well? So.
Yeah, and then Southern California and the Anaheim fires, which I don't know if that's going yet or what the status is.
I think it's kind of sweet how the fans will write to us and they're all like, "Are you guys okay? Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Like, yes, we're good. So they check in with us. We check in with them.
Yeah,
fans are very
that's
loyal
incredible. We have the most caring family, as we call them, because they are their family, especially the ones that we've cruised with on the Afterglow Fan Party cruise. We get very close and personable with them because they get to hang out with us every day,
Sunny,
all day long.
Debbie Dallas, she's coming on the show. And did you see on Facebook where she did cross country when she went to go take her daughter to was it boot camp for the Navy? Is that what they call it? And she was making stops and visiting I think it might have been Rick Howard and the Collins, and she was actually having dinner with them and hanging out with fans. That's Debbie Dallas Killer Tomato. That's the one you're going to be having on the second hour. She's great.
Yeah, and she joins us on the cruise. Oh my gosh, Skittles. Okay, I have a little baby kitten, and I got to say, this is so funny. She's in the laundry basket. What does she do? She grabs a dirty sock and a pair of underwear and crosses it and is dragging it across. Yeah, she's dragging it across. I'm like, no, Skittles, don't. What are you doing? My gosh.
When is this
just like little kids. So, I think we have the best. Are you guys coming on the cruise, by the way?
Oh, well, I'm going on the cruise. I'll be on
good.
The cruise.
Keith, that's you. Keith, you're going on the cruise, right?
Yes, I'm on the cruise. I'm definitely going to be
cool.
there.
For all the crap that you have gone through this year, get better and go have some fun with us. You will
I'm going to enjoy it.
Your life.
Definitely deserves it.
I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan of Matilda the Hun. Is Matilda going to be on this cruise?
You know what? No, she can't. I'll tell you why, though. And she goes to as many events as she can. The first cruise she went, because that was out of Long Beach, and for her to fly, because she's also battling lupus, too. So she's like in chronic pain every day, and, she just keeps moving forward. So, and I think a week away would be bad for her and to get on an airplane. But if she can go, she's definitely, the invitation is there for her if she's feeling up to it. And who knows, she could at the, last minute say, yes, I want to go on the cruise, because she's always welcome. The fans love her. Did you guys see the pictures when we were at WWE?
Yes, I saw all the recent pictures you posted.
What'd you think of that?
That was amazing. That was such an amazing time for us Glow Girls to meet the Glow Netflix girls, unexpectedly as it was.
Well,
and
the thing is, I got the tickets, and I didn't tell. I told Sonny I didn't tell the other girls that we were going to go backstage, and because I wanted it to be a surprise. And all of a sudden, I got a text from John Cohn, who said, "Okay, come in." And I didn't realize he was the referee, and I didn't know who was texting me. I knew it was just somebody like, "Okay, we have your seat." And John Cohn is so sweet. He walked us around everywhere and just made us feel really good, and WWE treated us amazing. And Sonny, we were in the VIP room, and what happened?
Well, we went behind. We were escorted by, again, I forgot his name, but he was the diva. He's the, I don't know.
The funny guy.
Yeah, he's the one that took us back, and we were greeted by Nia Jax running out to us with open arms, screaming, "Oh my God!" You know, just it was crazy.
Too.
Yeah, and we met quite a few others, Kurt Angle and everything, and you know, it felt good. We were treated like I say that we deserve. No, you know, no.
You girls are pioneers of this
Sonny.
business.
You know that?
You girls are pioneers of this business.
Yes, thank you. We are absolutely. We're pioneers, and I worked hard for us to get honored at the CAC with our peers and all the other great legends and that were at the Cauliflower Alley reunion to have us recognized as the first women's professional wrestling group to be honored. You know, so we broke the glass ceiling there as well, and that was pretty cool. So we all got honored there, and then. The Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, you know, we've got our gimmicks going there, so they get to know Glow more there at the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. Johnny Manziel.
Sonny, you suck. Sonny, you suck.
What? I'm talking. Let me talk here. And the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Matilda during the whole backstage thing.
I know. Okay, well, we'll get to that.
No, we were already talking about it.
The Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. We're getting our gimmicks there. The girls are their gimmicks.
Rematch.
For that. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, this is going back because I wanted you to talk about, because I did a lead-in to where you could talk about what happened in the room in the VIP.
Well, go ahead.
That was the lead. Okay.
Go ahead.
Because Sonny, okay, but one thing I wanted to say, what felt good about Matilda was when she left, because, I mean, she's been feeling really sick and really down, you know, about certain things. And there was a whole group of people, and they were yelling, "Oh, my God, that's Matilda, that's Matilda." And she's recognized wherever we go. I don't think me so much, Sonny. I don't know if you are because you're dark hair. Are you?
Yeah, I am, my dear. Hold on. I'm getting go ahead. Talk.
Yeah, I'm not. But Matilda is. So people were yelling, you know, at her, and when I talked to her the next day, she said that felt so good. She truly loves the fans, and you can tell they love her too. People were coming up, taking pictures with us. It was, you know, it was really cool. It was a good feeling.
You stay right here.
But I think the good feeling was you were actually in the video, Sonny, when Eileen was taping it, and that's when the Glow Girls from Netflix came in.
Yeah, that was the greatest thing was the first meeting.
You were like shocked. You were surprised.
Yeah,
and they had that
was
right
great
on camera. Mhm.
Yeah, but I think the most important, the most exciting part was to see the kids. Make-A-Wish Foundation was the little kids for me because that's what I stand for, and I work with the Make-A-Wish and try to get a lot of kids there along with John Cena because I've been working behind the scenes with that as well. So it was so cool to see that and so cool to see those children there. I think that's what made my life happier, and they were happy to see all of us, though I don't think they knew exactly who we were, but they were really excited at the end of it, weren't they? They're like, we want to take a picture.
Sonny, did you see when Lightning picked up one and was twirling him around, and Matilda hit one of them in the butt?
I know. Yeah, that was
so
really cool. And Matilda, I think I actually filmed one of course, that wasn't my best live video taping. I was getting all sorts of, shots there. But there was one where it was so cute. Matilda's talking to Betty Gilpin. And I love that one.
Oh, that was funny.
those are the moments that, we can never duplicate. That was awesome. And I think we all walked away, very enlightened. And thank you, Roxy, for getting us there. And it was a great, great honor. So
it was a lot of fun. We had fun together.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, like with women wrestling in general, was there any women that inspired you, like women like Fabulous Moolah, Mae Young, Wendy Richter, Sari Martel, Luna Vachon, Aim Cassidy?
Sorry, this is your thing because you were inspired.
I mean, because I learned a lot of it when I was doing the SmackDown AfterBuzz with Rick Drayson. When I started, when I dated Rick for a short time, we kind of got close on old time wrestling, old school, all the old school guys and stuff. And Mae Young trained Rick Drayson.
Oh,
so
that's my girl. Mae
Young is I have to say, hats off to her, and that would be my true inspiration because she was one badass mama.
Yeah, she got in the ring when she was 80-something years old, and they
kept going.
She was in a wheelchair.
She did. She had no fear. She trained the men. She trained all those men back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was cool. I love Wendy Richter. I got to meet her at the CAC, and many of them, and they're all great. They all deserve their awards and their accolades because they're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and as far as my thing with men, I idolize the men, like Dick Beyer, which, I got to meet him at the CAC and found out the first time back in 2012 or 13, I think, when he signed my black and white Polaroid with my Destroyer mask on and I was in diapers. That we talk about full circle, and there he is. And I'm like, this is me with you and with your mask. It was so weird. And he's like, oh, my gosh. So he signed it, autographed it for me, and I was like beyond myself. I was like, this is so cool. And that's what, the Cauliflower Alley reunion does. If any of you guys get a chance to attend that would be awesome because I guarantee you'll get to meet all your greats there and have a blast and get to meet us Glow Girls as well. Because we're there after we're going. The cruise, I should say, this year it's right afterwards, but we're going to be there,
Yeah, Larry's
when is it this year?
Wants to go there.
It's going to be May. I think it's the end of April, May 1st and 2nd.
Wait, so the cruise is before?
Right, the cruise is first in March.
Yeah, March 4th through the 11th. And then it's Cauliflower.
Yeah.
And it looks like we have someone else on the line. We'll go ahead and switch them over. Let's see who that is. And who do we have here?
Hello, it's Dallas.
Well, it doesn't sound like the second hour to me.
Hey, guys. How you guys doing?
Hi. We were talking about you. Did your ears burn?
Yes, I was listening to you guys. Of course. How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
I'm doing great. As long as I don't breathe the air outside. It's so smoky out here,
Is it
I
really?
bet. Isn't it terrible, Deb? And you guys are really close to it.
I'm in the middle of it. There's one in the Bay Area, and then there's one, of Yuba City. So we're like in the middle.
City, yeah. And it's terrible. It's what now? 30,000 acres or something burned?
Wow.
Yeah, it's way more than that now. Way more than that. And there's like 21 confirmed dead, and like 600 people.
Debbie, I have to ask you. Debbie.
Yes.
How are they dead? I mean, is it where was it?
They couldn't get out of their houses fast enough, or their car when they were driving out. They got
Did
you see that?
There was an older couple that it just killed me. They were married like 75 years or something. They were just Did you see that?
So
I wanted to.
A lot of people didn't get out soon enough. Yeah, it's really sad. Terrible.
What a nightmare.
Huge fires. The fires are crazy. California is on fire. It's crazy.
Yeah, at both ends, and that's just not heard of. Usually October we do get fires, but nothing like this.
Yeah, we had a good wet year, so I didn't think it was going to be so bad so soon, especially. We had a good wet year. So I mean, we've been in the drought for so long, and then this past year we got quite a bit of rain, so it was nice and green up until it wasn't. Then all of a sudden it was brown and dry, and Everything's on fire. It's crazy.
And then these high winds we've had up here, I thought we were going to get blown over a couple of days ago, and that's when we had the Oildale Bakersfield fire here, where 28 horses died, and a lot of other animals, and I think there was a death in that. It was sad. It's just crazy.
We had really high winds here too. I think they got up to almost like 50 miles an hour. It was crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So, it really fueled the fires, and the fire just spread like wildfire. Of course, it's amazing to call wildfire.
Now, Dallas.
Yes.
Dallas,
Who am I talking to?
We were just. Oh, this is Keith. This is the Don.
Hi, Keith.
I'm the host. We would just also just to introduce you to the other hosts on the show. We have Michelle Dada, and we have Brandon LeVake and Lucian
Isn't her name Yeager? Wait a minute. You've been saying her name wrong. It's Yeager, right?
Oh, no. It's Yeager, exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Yeager bomb.
Yeager bomb.
Yeager bomb.
Debbie, get your mind out together.
I've been hearing you say her name wrong twice now, so and she corrects you both times. Just so you know.
I say her name wrong all the time, not just twice.
Yeager, get it right. Hi, everybody.
Dallas, we were just talking about the fabulous Moolah, Mae Young, Wendy Richter, Sherry Martel, Ann Casey, and now talking to you last night. Yes, I fell in love with Dallas when she told me this. I mean, I'm an old school person. I worked with Larry Zbyszko and Jimmy Valiant, and they taught me a little bit in the wrestling business. But when she told me about these women and her being in the ring with them, it's like I can go on and listen to her stories about this because this is something I want to hear. How was it working with them?
Oh, they're legends, I mean, I was for fabulous Miller. Well, I got to meet her a few times. She was a really good friend of the owner of Slammer's Gym. I can't remember his name right now. He's passed away. If I think his name, I'll bring it up. But he had a gym in San Fernando Valley, and it was a training gym, and it's also where a lot of shows were shot. People used the ring for a lot of practicing in there. And I can't remember the guy's name. Anyway, she was a really good friend of him. She was there all the time. I don't know, she may have been a secret partner in his business or something. I have no idea. But anyway, we used to hang out there a lot, and I used to see her quite a bit. But I got to wrestle her once in Las Vegas. It was a battle royal. And Mae Young was in this one also. It was the Living Legends, what was it called? Lady Legends. A bunch of old, no, I can't say old. I was really young at the time, but they were older to me. Lady wrestlers, and I was just awestruck. It was crazy. I loved it.
Now, to get back on the topic of Glow, did you guys know that this show was going to be such a success as it became?
Oh, no. Well, I'm from season 1, and I didn't see any of the tryouts or anything like that. I was referred to Matt Simber and David McLean by who at the time I knew her as Queen Kong, but you know her as Matilda the Hun. And she was my good friend then, Queenie. We were good friends in Los Angeles, and she referred me to them to train because they were looking for somebody to train the girls in the ring. The girls had been trained in L.A. by Mondo Guerrero for I don't know how long, but then we were living in Las Vegas at the Riviera Hotel, and he wanted somebody to train the girls in the ring, there at the Riviera. And so that Queenie's reference got me in. He called me up, and I said, sure, I had nothing else to do, so I came to Vegas and did that. And did that for probably 3 or 4 months, I guess, until one day there was a county fair, Las Vegas County Fair, and a bunch of us girls had gone to the county fair, and I bought myself a little straw cowboy hat, a little blue one, I think it was, or pink. And I'm wearing it, and I'm heading back to my room in the Riviera, and Matt Simber sees me in the hallway, and he goes, Debbie, and I turn around, and he goes, come here, and I come back, and I start talking, he goes, you look so cute in that cowboy hat. You should be Dallas. And so then I got the character Dallas. So that's how that happened. I never saw the tryouts, or I never tried. Well, I was a professional wrestler. I became a professional wrestler, and I believe it was 1982 is when I had my first match. And I worked for promoter Carl Lauer. Everybody knows who Carl Lauer is, right? He was president of CAC for a while, but Carl's like my wrestling dad. He was the first person to ever put me in the ring, and I worked for him for years. And wrestled a lot of really cool people, though. I think Sherry Martel was probably my favorite match ever, and that one was aired on ESPN. That was taped at the Showboat in Las Vegas.
Sherry Martel was an awesome woman. I got to meet her once when I was with Jimmy Valiant, and I mean, she when you talked to her, she had so much passion for this business, but she had this sense of humor. She was a fun, loving person, and I miss her.
She really was, and she was a great worker.
Now, this is for all of you girls. In Glow, like when you're Dallas, then you're Sunny, Roxy. Now, did you girls have did you have to work for different styles? Were there any other choices of names for you at first, or did you just settle and that was it? You're Dallas, you're Sunny.
No, we had no choice. Matt picked my character, and I'm pretty sure he picked Roxy's. I don't know about the first.
No, he looked at me, and I swore I was going to be a bad girl, a heel. And he looked at me. That's what I wanted to be so bad. You're Roxy Astor, good girl.
You me both.
And he just thought I looked cute in a cowboy hat, so I was Dallas. So,
hated it.
No choice.
So, I think what Matt did is, and Steve Lance, they analyzed us girls when we were going through training there in our boot camp training, if you will. And that's how they would come up with our characters slowly but surely. That's where they gave us our character after all the other girls dropped off and out of there because they couldn't handle the training and they couldn't handle the moves in the ring or whatever. Or they couldn't find a character, by the way, because Matt told me there was a lot of girls he just had no use for, that they could have been good in the ring, but there was no character for them.
Really?
So, Oh, yeah. He told me that. Yeah, because it was all about character, about giving them their persona. And Steve Lance, there was a couple girls they wanted to keep, and they were going back and forth, but they said, no, it's not going to work. They couldn't figure out a character for them.
So there was there was no creating your own character. There was no, figuring out your own kind of persona.
Nope.
No, that's not the way that show goes.
No, I don't think it is even, with any, pretty much in indie wrestling,
In season 1, he gave us our character, but we developed the character. We made up our costumes. We worked with the designer and designed our costumes.
And our rap?
We had to work on our accents or whatever, whatever we had to learn, like the Russian had to be Russian, you had
to go complete character. You had to study it.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
And you had to live that. When you went out of the hotel, we had to be in character and couldn't hang out with the good girls, couldn't hang out with the bad girls. We were first season. We were the guinea pigs, I guess, because they were still getting it together. They were so unorganized.
Debbie, did you guys write your own your rap?
We had help from Steve.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we did. Steve helped me with mine. I
wrote my own.
Yeah, I know. I had my stuff.
I wrote my own rap.
Yeah.
We had to walk through the casinos. We'd have to walk through the casinos in our costumes, our wrestling gear, and drag people upstairs to come watch our show. So we had people in the audience for taping.
Oh, that's funny.
It was the first season. It wasn't airing yet. We weren't airing yet. Nobody knew about who we were. Nobody knew anything about us. We had shows that we had taped, but they still hadn't been aired. So nobody knew who we were. So we had to go,
so Sunny and I, basically, we walked into a hit show.
Yeah, where it was already on the billboards in front of the Riviera Hotel. When we got there, we were stars. Everyone knew who Glow was.
Yeah,
I guess from you guys from first to second.
I didn't get to be the star. I just got to do the work. You guys got to. I'm glad somebody got to
Debbie, you're a star now.
Yes, you're for sure. Definitely. You're a number one buddy from the first season too.
I love you, girls.
Debbie is the best. She is the most fun to party with besides Sunny on these cruises.
Oh, thank you.
Shot.
Well,
Hi, Debbie, it's on. Next cruise.
That's right.
I know Bobby hanging out with on the cruise.
That's right, Keith.
Especially on this cruise, the drink package is included, so you can't go wrong.
No.
Hey, so Debbie, you get it all included as much as you want. That
drink package included in the price of the cruise. So that right there is worth $500 or $600.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the food
I
alone,
think
let me
you
tell you, oh my God, it's to die for. And you can eat as much food as you want.
On the liquor, on the packages, the drink packages.
Yeah.
Very quickly, did you want to promote this cruise?
Did what?
Do we want to promote this cruise?
Yeah, very quickly, just promote the cruise.
Well, Keith, I thought we were promoting it right now.
No, you are. You're promoting the drinking and the booze.
Best way
promoting the cruise.
Heck yeah!
Debbie, what do you want to say about the cruise?
What do I want to say about the cruise?
Yeah,
I can't wait till it gets here. I can't wait till it's time.
Okay.
This is our third one, and I've enjoyed everyone so much.
Yeah. And the masquerade party. That's going to be my favorite.
Yeah.
Masquerade
get my mask. Yes.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I want to hear Debbie, and then I want to hear Sunny promote the cruise, because I want to hear from your point of view. Debbie, what's yours?
Oh, promote the cruise. This is our third one. I've been on first, second, and third. Brought my husband. We had so much fun. It's amazing. The fans that we have that come and just connecting with them, being able to talk to them instead of just online, being able to talk to them and have a drink with them and play, do dances. And we did a prom, and I don't know, just everything that basketball and
I got the pie eating contest.
The pie eating that was so much fun. Just everything. The cruises are amazing. I can't wait for the next one. March 1st, 4th. March 4th. Can't get here soon enough for me.
I was going to say even March 1st. We might be in New York even on the 1st.
Sunny, what's your promo for it?
Oh, my God. Well, I killed it in the last one in the Glow Games, right? I was brutal. I love the games, and I'm already on this one because it's got the zip lining on the cruise, and it's got the on the cruise.
Yes.
On the cruise ship itself.
Oh,
we're going to have Glow Games on that right there. And then, karaoke. I love the karaoke we have.
That was so
we have
much fun.
Oh, right. Isn't it? And our fans are talented, by the way. They can sing up a storm, and we just love it. And then we have
there's so much talent.
Nightclub night where we go dancing. The last one we had a private prom night where we gave Vanessa Bello, we honorary Glow Queen. She was in tears.
Afterglow.
By the way, she was a transgender, right? And we made her feel like no different, as she is no different than all of us. And she was so happy.
Gorgeous.
Yes, and those are the moments that happen on cruises. Your life actually changes, your life and our life, because you get to know us, we get to know you. And, hey, have a drink or two or three. We get to know you pretty well.
It's 4 or 5.
or more.
Right? It's just a lot of fun. You name it. And we go on excursions off the cruise. So you guys get to go with us on that. Whatever excursions. We have 3. We have one going to Cape Canaveral, one at Stirrup Cay, and the third is what? The Bahamas Beach, Roxy?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you can't beat that. So, and we're all a private group.
Sunny, I have to promote something, and I know you're going to know what this is. We have our first Afterglow wedding.
Oh, yes.
Gremlina
that's so cool. They're doing that.
They are renewing their vows, and we're actually having a wedding, and all Afterglow cruisers are invited.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, that's great. And of course, the masquerade ball. Can I just tell you guys, too, that when we have these events and these, like the Afterglow Gong Show, nothing is as it seems. It'll look like it's innocent, but I have a twisted mind, and I end up putting a really good twist to half of the event. Right, you guys?
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen or take place, but the most important is that you can be yourself, just have fun, Because we definitely do.
We are going to have fun.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. Yeah,
and the listeners
having dinner together with everybody. There's 100 of us last time.
After dinner.
Yes.
Sometimes in between dinner we'll do it. It just depends.
Hopping from table to table, saying hi to everybody. That was so much fun. You know, because they always put us together in a big area together, and that was so fun.
Yeah.
So
there's nothing like this.
Pardon me?
I gotta give a shout out to the
website.
You don't know the
website? www.afterglow@c.com. That is the website.
Can go ahead and you can go and check it out, and this is going to be an awesome cruise. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, the cool thing about it is you can go there now and you put $300 or $400 down, put a down payment and pay it off monthly, or until, you have until March, or I think you have to pay it off a month before that. But you don't have to do it all at one time. You can, do it in payments. So, that's really cool.
Yeah, I think, as it gets closer, though, because of certain prices, you have to pay by a certain time. Or what's going to happen, we have a certain amount of group space left for our cruise. And actually, if we sell out, and this ship is only a 3-year-old ship, it's the Norwegian Breakaway, we will lose space to actually let other people go on the cruise in our group. It's a really popular ship. Yeah, it's brand new, and they've got, all the slides and everything. So it's kind of like if you're going to book, you should book now.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Plus, we're getting full. You don't want to lose out on your cabin.
Yeah, and
to
it's
go
not
with
like it's sold out.
And it's only 4 months away, so you want to hurry up.
No, it's 5 months. Isn't it 5? Tell me it's 5.
December, January, February, March. It's only 4 months away, honey.
Oh, shut up, Debbie.
Between then, I get to go to Illinois. My baby girl, who's 18 years old, joined the Navy, and she'd be graduating from boot camp on November 17th. So we've got our hotel and our flight and our car rented and all that stuff.
Nice.
I can't wait. I haven't seen her or heard from her, you guys. I'm going crazy. It's been 3 weeks.
I know.
And I have got a letter or a phone call, and everybody's saying any day now, any day you should get one. And I'm waiting. I take the phone to the bathroom with me.
Yeah.
I'm stalking the mailman, waiting for a letter. It's crazy.
And we've been watching her kind of grow up too, Debbie. We've seen her dances.
I know. She's gonna make a beautiful
hair.
Yeah. She's going to be a beautiful sailor.
Now we say salute to a fine young lady, and she's got this.
Yeah.
You know that. She's tough like you, heck.
I know.
She's like, Mom, don't worry, I got this.
I know, but I miss her. You know what I mean? She's my baby of 5, and I'm used to having her cheer 24/7.
I know. Of course we do.
She's gone. She's gone.
Okay, but Debbie,
we all got daughters.
Debbie, mine won't leave. Mine won't leave.
Yeah.
Send her to me for a week or 2, will you? I'm really missing mine.
Okay, you can have Lindsay. No, you can have Kayla.
I'll take either one. I love them both. I'll take either one.
I know you do. They're going on the cruise.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see them. Gorgeous girls.
And Shayna will on this one.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh, good. See, I wish I could bring my daughter.
Yes, we were hoping you were. We're going to have the daughters. That'd be cool.
Maybe for the following cruise, I get my older daughter to go. Destiny will still be in the military. She'll still be in the Navy. Maybe I can get Brittany to go. She lives in Georgia.
Oh, that would be fun. How old is she?
Brittany is 25.
Oh, my gosh. She's like Kayla's age then.
She's 25.
Well, Kayla's 26.
She's like Shayna's. They're all pretty close in.
Oh, my God. I didn't realize we had daughters the same age.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where have you been, Roxy? Wait a minute.
I don't. You know where I've been, okay?
I think she got concussions. I got them, but she got them.
Now, the timing of Glow when it came out was in a time of you had the rock and wrestling connection and the other promotion, WWE or WWF back then. You had MTV, the entertainment business in a whole. How were the fans back then in Glow?
Oh, the fans are great. I mean, the fans that attended our live.
Were they a wild bunch of fans, or were they all? How was that environment?
Well, it was kind of contained. We had security there, so a lot of them were family because Glow was a family show. So we didn't really have just rowdy. Well, there was a few men that were, that got a little crazy, but for overall, I think it was pretty contained, especially at our live tapings, because that's when we get our live audience.
No, I've never seen
anything
bad happen.
No, and even in our tours, Roxy, right? When we toured the states, it was very well. Yeah, and those were 60 to 70,000 in the Coliseums, Keith. So for that type of impact, that was pretty cool. All of us girls were like, "Oh my God, this Coliseum's huge. It's going to be packed with people."
See, I never got to do that.
We really had no clue what was going on, did we, Sonny?
No, but it was so cool just to Now I get it when WWE goes out to the ring and gets that rush. It's amazing, and I still remember it back then. I wish we were all capable of doing that again, just one last time.
Well, we had that rush when we walked out Awesome Kong to the ring.
We did. Oh my God, I so did. That's why I'm wrestling in December again. Silly me. Oh boy, kind of wrestling. I'm not going to do any crazy. That
is awesome.
Yeah. I'm pretty
I didn't get to. For season 1, we didn't get to tour. We did no kind of touring. But luckily, I got to do all that stuff before Glow, and then again after Glow. When I went wrestle professionally, with people like Carl Lauer, got to work in big places like that. But didn't get to do any of that with Glow. We always wrestled right there at the Riviera, and our crowds sometimes were very small, and it was usually all people that we pulled out of the casinos. So it wasn't too many families until later on in the season, until toward the end of the season. But at the beginning, it was just people that we pulled out of the casinos, basically, pretty much all men. We'd walk through there and they'd follow us right back upstairs.
Wow.
Yeah, in our shows, we had a lot of kids.
Yeah, we had a lot of families.
At the warehouse?
We weren't on TV yet, so nobody's seen us. Nobody knew us. So it was just the people that we drug in from, like I said, from the casino and from walking down the streets passing out flyers, So
you guys had the beginning stages of it.
We are the grunt work.
You were
somebody had to do it.
Yeah,
somebody had to do it.
Now, what areas? I know Vegas was one of them, but what areas did you guys wrestle in?
What? I'm sorry.
Well, what areas? Like, what territories did you guys wrestle in? Like, what areas around the world? I know Vegas was a big spot for Glow, but did you guys wrestle?
I think for me that was
Vegas,
it.
Or?
Well, I wrestled all over the place, except with Glow, I was only in Vegas.
Yeah,
but,
so mine was, I was only Vegas.
We wrestled, Yeah, when we toured, we were all over. Glow became known in other territories, if that's what you mean. We were, I think our biggest fans were Biloxi, Mississippi, Louisiana, loved us. They were open to Baton Rouge, I think was one of our biggest welcomes on that tour bus that I remember was Baton Rouge. I don't know. I think all the states were pretty welcoming when we landed there. I should say toured on the bus. We flew into Atlanta, Georgia. That was that bus.
Debbie,
boy,
if you would have been with us, you would have been hanging with us.
I know I would have. Hey, listen, how many hosts do we have on here? I'm not hearing anybody. Us girls are doing all the talking. Where are all the hosts at? Are you guys awake?
They're all listening.
We're probably talking too much. They're probably gone. They can't even get in it.
Do these girls ever
remember
shut
Dallas?
up?
Remember, Dallas? Like I said, you girls are taking this show. This is your show.
And you don't have to tell us twice. Apparently, you don't have to tell us twice.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. You get Glow girls in a room, and guess what happens? Oh, boy. There is no silence. For sure.
Sit down and shut up. We do take over. Because this is Glow territory.
Did all along on the road? Like, did everyone get along good? And during events and that, where there was no friction, it was just everyone got along like a family?
Family? I don't know about that. I know.
Where?
Yeah.
When I did Glow, we all lived at the Riviera, and it was 2 girls to a room. My roommate was Matilda the Hun. We were longtime friends, and we insisted on being roomies. And we were, but that was, everybody got along okay as far as I know in season 1. I mean, it takes a little while to get to know somebody before you don't like them, But season.
But wait a minute, you are
there's always
with the heel, right?
There's always some people that you just don't like immediately.
Well,
there's always that one guy.
Right. Well, you only got to see her for half an hour in the ring, kick her out, and go back to your room.
Oh yeah, right. There you go.
And then there was some girls, we really didn't like. Like, I couldn't stand Habana. And she got fired, by the way, because she's stupid.
And see, I liked her. I liked Habana.
Oh, man. How could you? Because you didn't have to wrestle her. I got
That's right.
her all the time, and she's blowing cigars. She really thought she was Habana. You thought you could go to Havana and pluck her out of there. She thinking she was that woman from Havana. I'm like, hello.
Well, you know what?
You're from here, girl.
Be your
she was going into character. She pulled my hair for real. She spit in our face for real. And that when she spit and this big glob of water in my face, I'm like, oh, that's it.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I would have loved that.
Oh, yeah, I did. We had a brawl in the locker room, and that's when Matt says, you're done, you're fired. Because he goes, Sonny, what happened? And the other girls had my back because they were in the ring. They're like, this is what happened. And so she was fired. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yep, couldn't stand her. Of course, nobody liked me either, I guess, to my understanding, because they thought I was that I was going to report to Matt with everything, which I wasn't. But,
we didn't trust Sonny. I didn't really know
that's right.
Sonny
You were Matt's pet, from what I hear, huh?
Yeah. But I wasn't. But it wasn't like that. For that, I got treated the worst. I got treated like I had to do everything. Get up, Sonny. You got to do this. You get your legs up. He pushed me, and it was so embarrassing in front of all the girls. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. So it wasn't what everybody thought. Believe you me. I'll never do that again. Yep. Lesson 101, never date a director.
Didn't McLean bring in Jackie Stallone, the mother of Sylvester Stallone, for a while?
Yeah. Jackie Stallone. What about her?
Yeah, she was our manager, the Good Girls, or Babyface manager.
How was it working with her?
We didn't see her very much in season one.
In and out.
We didn't see her very much at all because from what I heard she owed the wrong people some money there in Vegas and wasn't allowed to come back to Vegas, so she had to sneak in and sneak out. That's what we heard. But yeah, we didn't see her very much. She like I said, she'd come in 2-3 o'clock in the morning and do whatever interviews. The girls would have to get up and go to Rickles' suite and tape whatever they were taping with her, and go back to bed after she left because she had to get the hell out of town.
Oh, wow. See, you learn something new all the time.
Yeah. She had a little gambling problem or something, but, she everything's all casinos there, so.
Debbie, did you also hear that she used to read butts because she was a psychic that used to grab butts and read them?
Oh, no, I never heard that.
You didn't hear that?
No, but I wouldn't doubt it. She's different.
She is different.
I just recently saw something like that on Facebook, actually.
Instead of read your hand, she'd read your butt?
Yeah,
I just saw something like that on Facebook. I thought it was
see?
That's funny. That's funny.
That's very unique.
She'd end up becoming a wrestler with me, and she'd grab my butt. I'd have flipped her ass.
Only in Vegas.
I don't care whose mama she is. All somebody's mom at the same time.
Quick to grab butts. That was her excuse.
Sorry, Miss Stallone.
Just by grabbing that ass.
Now her son could have probably grabbed my ass and got away with it at the time, but not her.
Debbie.
Oh man.
Hey, this is a long time ago, okay? Back then, he probably could have got away with it.
So I have another question, right? So at one point or another, all of you ladies all had to wrestle each other at one point, I'm guessing, right?
No.
I didn't get to wrestle these two.
No, I didn't wrestle Sonny.
I was season 1. They were 3 and 4.
And
we were season 3.
We're baby faces.
We're all baby faces, so we wouldn't wrestle each other.
None of you had to wrestle each other at all.
No,
that's true.
Nope.
We were all baby faces of Glow. I was a heel as Killer Tomato before I went to Glow, before I did Glow, and then after Glow was over when I wrestled, I was a heel. So I got to experience both sides of that. But in Glow, I was a baby face. That was different for me.
Wait,
was it
Flying? Was it Flying Tomato? Or was it Killer Tomato?
Killer Tomato.
All right. So here's the real question then. Here's the question that we all want to know the answer to.
It has nothing to do with
in a wrestling match. In a wrestling match, who would win out of you three?
Oh, well, hands down. Come on, ladies. Let's be true.
Me. Come on. Me.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, it's on. Now we'd have to see. I don't know.
Okay. It definitely would be me. Debbie thinks it's her, and Sunny thinks it's her.
No doubt about it. I'd take them. I could take them both. Okay, no problem.
Oh, Debbie, please.
Oh my God.
No problem.
Okay?
No problem.
Oh, ladies, give us a hand. It's a big.
They don't call me killer for nothing.
We should do
Do
our
I sense a rematch? Do I sense a match?
Because you know what? Because my name is Dallas. I'm from Big D. Don't anyone mess around with me. I come from a real cowboy town. You get me riled, I'll knock you down. I'm here to wrestle because I know I'm tough. This cowgirl's here to strut her stuff. You hear my name and all will know that I am the yellow rose of glow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm totally
that one out there.
dude. I'm always rad and never rude. My Malibu punch just says it all. I'll spike you like a volleyball.
When you meet with Roxy, you better beware, because I'm really strong and debonair. This jet-set girl never backs down, because all she wants is a glow crown.
Hey. I love you, girl.
I gotta get you ladies record labels.
Yeah, Brandon there is in the music business.
Oh, really? Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
We're going to be doing a
know.
remix of a new rap for the Afterglow.
There we go. Yeah.
I mean, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I wrote to Snoop Dogg on Twitter, and I said, Snoop, we need to do an Afterglow rap.
Really?
I
Did he respond? Did you get a response?
Of course not.
Of course not.
Maybe we should bombard him. Give me his address.
Hey, well,
Sonny, does that stop me from going after it? No.
Nope. This will happen.
Get our fans to sign a petition.
This will be
good. We have
and
somebody else that we could have them do, right?
Go to Plan B. There's always, if it's not A, we'll go to B, and we're going to nail it. That's the way it is.
We have a lot of talented fans and people and friends that could help us out doing that, you know.
Yes, we do. Yeah. We've got a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of good surprises ahead. Yay!
We're good.
Just got to listen in. We're glowing everywhere.
And 30 years old.
Everywhere.
We're doing okay.
Yeah.
Now,
it's true. I may have to. Well, that's right, Debbie. I can't grab you to have my backup in the next match. I tried to get these two girls to go, but they wouldn't because it's the Christmas holiday. So I'm in that ring all by myself. But
my baby girl's going to be here for Christmas. I can't go. My daughter's going to be here, and
I can't be away from my kids.
I know.
My daughter's in the Navy. I haven't seen her so long. I got to see her at Christmas.
Yes. Well, then just start praying.
Otherwise, I'd be there with you.
You know what?
I would be there with you.
I'm actually going to wrestle Beastie once again.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, I forgot to tell you. So Beastie's going to be there as well. So I'll wrestle Beastie because Stacy Shadows is not going to be able to make it. She's actually going to be wrestling Malia Hosaka in the next couple of weeks, which I find funny. But
oh, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. That's a whole other story.
Right? Yeah. So, I know. That was interesting. But she said she'd wrestle me in January, and I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know if I'm going to go back in January. I think December's going to be good. That's it. Yeah. But Beastie's, she's going to be there, so it should be pretty fun.
Well, I hope somebody's going to record that because I would love to see that.
Oh, yeah, I would too. Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure somebody records that, Sonny.
Yeah, we'll have, let's see, it's Milwaukee, Chicago, and it's a Powerhouse Pro Wrestling. It's being advertised on there right now on social media, so you can see it, which cities will be in. But, yeah, and then I'll be wrestling Freddie B. Yeah, I'm going to take a staple gun to his face, too.
Uh-oh.
Remember that, Roxy?
You're a good girl.
I know. No, I'm going to be cloudy. I'm cloudy. With Beastie, I'll probably be sunny. Yeah, but with Freddie, I get to be cloudy, which is cool.
Cloudy with a chance of sun?
Yeah. I get my dream finally.
Wow.
Now,
Miss Yeager, are you still there?
Yes, I am still here.
Okay. Just checking. You have enough Jaeger bombs over there. Being all quiet.
Hey, you guys, I have to go. Can you guys finish out the show?
Is this Miss Yeager talking?
No, this is Roxy talking.
Oh, Roxy.
Roxy Yeager talking. It's going to be Yeager talking.
No, who was just saying that?
That's Roxy. Yeah.
Roxy has to
Where
leave.
do you need to go, Roxy?
What?
Where do you need to go, Missy?
Roxy. Can't leave us.
I'm actually working right now.
Are you?
Okay.
You're doing somebody's hair?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, finish their hair and then call back. We still got another. How long is the show on still? Another
48 minutes.
Yeah, 48 minutes. We've been on.
No, but I only have until 8 myself, guys, because the plan was till 8. So I've got plans at 8 exactly. So I'll have to bail in another 15 minutes.
Yeah, our host may have to talk a little bit here.
Yeah.
Oh, Debbie can finish this out. She's got a lot of good stories. And she's not on radio that much, so she needs to get her butt on there.
Very quickly, Roxy.
Stop it.
Do you girls have like one road story that you want to share?
Okay, I'll do one road story and then I'll say goodbye. Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
My story was when Matt Zimber looked at me and Tiffany and looked at our hair and said, "You guys need hair extensions." Okay, this is back in the 80s. There was no such thing as nice hair extensions. So we borrowed Matt Zimber's Maserati and drove it to Compton, two white girls into Compton, and got the worst hair extensions you could possibly get. After Compton, we went to Beverly Hills because, we were like the Park Avenue knockouts, of course, and our hair looked horrible. And we're sitting having lunch in Beverly Hills. Drove the Maserati back, but it was just very funny, the look we got, like, what are these girls doing here? And then there's actually pictures of my hair, that really, really bad hair.
That's awesome.
I didn't know extensions existed back then.
Oh, my God. Debbie, they braided. I just remember Tiffany and our heads were down, and they would braid about an inch of, just of a braid of individuals. So they're pulling on our scalp where we had sores. By the time we got to Las Vegas, it was so bad, but we thought we were so hot.
Wow.
and Tiffany, it hurt her so bad, and hers looked so bad because she had really bleached blonde hair, and she ripped them out of her head.
Wow.
It was so bad. Okay, you guys, I have to get going. I love you, Debbie. Love you, Cloudy.
Love you too, Rox.
Talking. Thank you, Keith. And I want to see you on that cruise. I'll be talking to you anyways.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to it, Roxy. I mean, you're amazing. I'm happy you're on the show, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
thank you,
Roxy.
Yeager, and who's the other one? That's so quiet.
Lucian Toombs.
Lucian. How's that spelled? My dad's middle name is Lucian. Lucien is my dad's middle name.
Okay, bye, Debbie.
Bye, Rox.
Bye, Debbie.
All right, see you later, Roxy.
See you later, Roxy.
Lucian, how's your name
Sonny,
spelled?
Did we lose Lucian?
He's sleeping.
I know. Where did Lucian go?
Never mind.
By taking a nap.
Okay. Just check on your co-host there. Yeager's still there, though. She's hanging in.
Yeah, he's still here. But, now
he is? He's on the phone?
Yeah, he's on the phone.
Wait, you hung up.
Remember
Hello.
Lucian's character is a mortician. He's a mortician in his character, so... But,
so, Lucian, how do you spell your name?
Yes.
No.
Lucian.
Lucian's still
sleeping.
M-U-T-E. Honey.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Just one more time.
Sonny, I know Sonny has to go next because she has something to do. But, Sonny, do you have a road story you want to share with us?
A road story, sure. I had a tag team, which is Cheyenne Cher, so we were Sonny and Cher. only a couple times because my original tag team was injured in the beginning in a monkey toss, which was Queenie. I guess she was a beauty pageant queen. That was her character, and she was sent back to Tennessee because her collarbone popped out. That was the worst injury, by the way, in Glow. Everyone thought it was Susie Spirits, but it wasn't. Well, it's just because she was televised on TV, but my tag team had the worst injury in Glow. And that was when Nino was taking her over, by the way. And she froze up, and that was it for her. And they shipped her back to Tennessee, and it was the saddest thing. So Sonny was solo until Sonny and Cher. So Cheyenne, Cher, and I on tour, we all had curfew nights, right? We had to be back in our hotel room. We couldn't, go hang out at the bars or anything. There was some nights we were allowed to until 11 o'clock. But we were in Alabama. And we seen these hot-looking state troopers. And she looks at me, and I look at her. She's like, God, those guys are hot. Look at their muscles. I'm like, yeah. So we decided to go to a bar and have a couple of drinks with these two state troopers. And they found out we were Glow Girls. And they're like, so can you flip us? And we're like, you want to find out? So we ended up going back to their hotel room. There was they were staying in not hotel room, it was like their bunks or whatever where they were staying. We went back there and we had a couple more drinks. And I look at her, I go, Matt's going to kill us. We have to get back on that bus. They're going to take off without us, and they won't without us, obviously. We're just going to get written up and penalized and punished and who knows what. And she's like, oh, let's just have one more drink. So we did another shot with them. Before you know it, we're like flipping these guys on the bed. We took one and we flipped them, and they kind of let us. They're like, well, that's cool. And we went back. We went into the bus, and we were smelling like alcohol. And Matt's like, what did you ladies do? We're like, nothing. We were just at the bar. We just didn't know what time it was, and we said our watch broke or something, whatever. And Matt was so mad, and we were giggling under breath because we had so much fun. But can you imagine the state troopers at Alabama and these guys? We got their phone numbers too. They're like, we're going to follow you to the next show. We're like, yeah, whatever, sure. And I swear, the next show, one of the guys was there, and I'm like, look, he's here. Oh, no, and I was hiding because I didn't want Matt to get mad at me and really get mad, like jealous mad, because I was like, really like the guy, actually. But, yeah, there was a lot of stories like that, and it was strict on tour, but, boy, her and I had some fun. And now, unfortunately, we don't even talk. I miss Cheyenne Cher, but, yeah, she's down there with Miss Godiva. They live in South Beach down there. But we have a lot of stories. What's yours, Deb?
Well, I'm road stories with Glow. Remember, I didn't get to go on the road with Glow.
Yeah, that's true. I guess it would be inside.
Ours were all inside, right there at the Riviera. We didn't have apartments or road trips or magazines and all that fun stuff like you guys did.
Yeah,
but like you said, somebody had to get it going.
No,
to tell you the truth, I was gonna say, to tell you the truth, the first season, I didn't think it was. I thought that was gonna be it. I didn't think it was gonna go any further because it was so unorganized. But somehow they pulled it off for 4 seasons.
Yeah, and just think now, 31 years later, we have a fan base bigger than anything. Yeah,
crazy.
Do you ever see a return with Glow? Do you ever see Glow coming back in the forefront on television, or new promotion starting up Glow again? Do you see that happening?
No.
It kind of looks like it's already happening with Netflix. Next thing I'm waiting for, Next thing I'm waiting for is, are they going to be doing tours? Are they going to be doing, wrestling in arenas? What's going to happen?
My next question. Patricia, before you go, you could probably insight on this also. I mean, Sonny, I'm sorry. Got to keep kayfabe here.
That's okay.
When the Netflix show came to, when you heard that Glow was going to Netflix, were any of the Glow girls talked to for the insight of the characters for that show?
No, they did not want to get our input, because then that means they would have to involve us in the making of it and pay us girls. And there was too many of us girls involved in Glow for them to ever do that. They couldn't just involve one and not the others. So they did it entirely safe because they just basically, Ursula, who is Babe, the farmer's daughter, kind of just dissed us, turned her back when she sold the script.
She gave them her version of the show and the characters that she wanted portrayed probably. And, I think it was primarily the writers, but they didn't want to. What she sold was her way of the script, and I think they probably even changed that some, to my understanding. But she only owns the Glow trademark, which is the Glow trademark. That is it. As far as the show itself, they couldn't involve us. Otherwise, they'd have to pay us, and that would have been awesome. But none of us utilized. So what they did is they cleverly took a character of this one, a little piece of that character, and another piece of that character, and put it in one, in the girls that you're watching on Netflix. Because we all can see a little bit of us in each one of those characters. And the second season, to my understanding, there's going to be more surprises. And we're all looking forward to it. And there's going to be more wrestling, too, by the way. But when I met Debi, the character, and I met her at WWE backstage, I told her, I said, I have a child like you do. I was the only one who had a kid in Glow. No, I had one.
Well, yeah, but was she there at the site? Did she come in and a part of Glow? Like, did you bring her involved into it?
No, he didn't become part of it, but I had a child.
Yeah. No, my little girl was there, part of Glow, and she would sit on Nanushka's side. She would sit because she loved Colonel Nanushka. She wouldn't even sit on my side. She didn't like Sonny. And I'm like, oh, my God. She was sitting. She was only 4 years old watching. She idolized the Hills and Colonel Nanushka. So she was always over there. But I told Betty, I said, it's ironic how they take a little bit of each character. I see a little bit of me and Betty and maybe a little bit of over here. And I'm sure Debbie can say that. All the Glow girls can probably say that. But they did it so cleverly where we can't go after them and say, hey, that's me. Or, you know what I mean? Because they didn't use our character names. They didn't use any of our costuming or anything. So
it seems like each one of the characters is a combination of maybe 3 or 4 different original characters.
Yeah.
They have different traits. It's interesting the way they did it, very smart.
No, it's cleverly done. I mean, but did it happen like that? No, Glow wasn't like that. I mean, Matt would kill us if we were doing drugs. He himself never touched a drug. His vice was straws. He would chew on straws until he had slobber out the side of his mouth. I'm like, Matt,
I remember that. That's so true.
Yeah.
Yes. He did.
So it's not like how it is, but the girls are excellent. They're so nice, and they think we're the superstars, by the way. When we met them, just like it says in that video, how they were saying, oh, we were starstruck, and that's cool because it made us girls feel really good. They're cool. Like, you're the Glow girls. We're just the actresses, is what they said. And we're like, yeah. And they go, can you tell us some stories? And we know they were feeding us, picking our brain to get information, wanting to get our story so they incorporate it in the next season. So I don't know about the other girls, but I was kind of like not saying too much just because I don't think it's fair, I'm like, this is the way it was, really. I go, it wasn't how you guys have it in the show. And they're like, really? How was it in Las Vegas? Where did you guys stay? They were asking all of us these questions, and that's all backstage in WWE. Yeah.
Now, speaking of WWE, one thing I would love to see, and I think it's due respect, is for the Glow girls to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
That would be awesome.
I mean, you girls are wrestlers. You girls, no matter what anyone says, you girls are professional wrestlers. You are a big part of professional wrestling, and I think that should be something that should be coming in the future, hopefully, is to see you girls inducted.
Yeah, it would be great. If you're asking for WWE, it would be awesome. But however, again, we weren't part of WWE. And
a lot of wrestlers weren't part of WWE. Some of them weren't, and they still got inducted. So I think there is a spot. I think that it's part of history. You girls are part of history in the professional wrestling business.
I agree. I'm not arguing. Hey, if they want to induct us, I think that would be awesome, hands down. And I think all of us are deserving of it because we each and all got in that ring and busted our butts from the beginning to the end. Some longer, like Debbie Dallas and as Killer Tomato or Matilda the Hun. There's some that started before us that way deserving of it. Absolutely, and no argument for me there. That would be great. And thank you, Forrest. A shout out to Forrest for putting that petition on Facebook for us to be inducted into the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame of WWE. That was pretty cool. Though a lot of people were fighting back, and hey, everybody's entitled to their opinions. So,
We love you, Forrest Barnett.
Yes, we do. There you go. I know.
But
I can't wait for this next cruise. He's got his friend coming on who's going to be a blast, Dallas. Oh, my gosh.
Forrest.
Yeah, Forrest is so cool. And a shout out to all of our family, Sean and all of them, Sylvester, Adrian, Terry, Anthony Calling Jr., and Senior. We love you all. Rick is going to join us on the next cruise. Yeah.
Oh,
they're awesome, and they're our family. And so will you, Keith. You'll find out when you come on. You're going to be part of our family.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, believe me, I'm going to be in heaven.
How you feeling now, Keith? I know you just had some hospital work done there. How you feeling?
Keith is going to love that.
Well,
I know. That's what I was worried about because you were in the hospital, right?
I had some surgery done, but I've been going up and down on everything, and I actually have my third treatment for chemo. Actually, tomorrow at Sloan Kettering in New York. So I'm fighting there, and everything's gonna be ready. I'm gonna be in tip-top shape by the time the cruise comes, and I'm looking forward to it.
Right on, right on. Looking forward to meeting you.
Any listeners out there, if you want to get a Glow action figure, contact Derek and Wanda at the MCWF. They do their specific custom-made figures, and they have a whole line of Glow action figures. They're amazing. They actually did my action figure for the Dawn of the Dead, and also the Dawn to my Great Southern Championship Wrestling. So we got a bunch of figures going out, but because I was in the pro wrestling business for over 12 years in North Carolina. And so as a manager, so I mean, to have you girls on the show is all I can give you is all the respect in the world because you girls, like I said, you paved the way for so many.
Oh, I thank you, Keith. That's awesome. And you know what? We are just who we are, and there's many before us, and there's going to be many after us. And I'm blessed to be a part of such a great Glow troop, which is our Glow family. And also because of our fans, we wouldn't be where we are today with having a fan base 31 years later. So we've got to thank all of you for loving us to this day. That's what's awesome here.
Exactly.
It's awesome. It's be a great fan. Just have so many supporters.
Hey, Miss Yeager, are you still there?
I am still here.
Cheers.
Oh, there she is. Okay.
I don't pass out.
See, I can remember her name. I can remember her. You know why? Frozen Jaeger.
But as far as Lucian's concerned, I don't. He's with us. It shows it on here on the switchboard, but I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
Someone drank up of all his blood. He passed out.
Yeah, I think he.
Or maybe he's back there drinking Jaegers.
He set his phone down and walked around. Yeah, he set his phone down and went and got himself a shot of Jaeger.
Poor Lucian.
Or tequila or something.
Well, it's been a pleasure, guys. I've got to take off as well, and thank you for having me.
Well, actually.
Yes, and thank you, Debbie.
Thank you so much,
to you,
honey.
Girlfriend. You know I love you, and I can't wait to see you. Coming up soon, yay!
Yeah, very soon, very soon.
Yes.
Love you,
Thank you to
girlfriend.
all the Go Girls
See
for
you on
coming
board.
the
And
show.
Keith, I'm sending prayers and warm wishes to you and sunny hugs, okay? You keep up the good fight,
Thank you, Sonny.
my friend.
Oh, I will. I tend to keep battling all the way.
All right. Yep. And if you ever need any reassurance, you just reach out to me and I'll give it to you, okay? I'm there for you always. You
She's
know
always
that.
good for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sonny.
You got
Thank you
it.
for being
And
Sunny
thank you for
hugs
being
and
part of the show tonight.
sunny hugs always and sunny smiles. Remember that every day keeps the negativity away. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. Bye,
key.
guys.
Bye. Love you.
Sonny.
Love ya. Bye.
Love. And now, so we still have Dallas with us.
Yeah, for a few more minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Dallas,
You guys got to talk.
Yeah, but with Glow, when Glow was in, you were involved since the first season you were involved.
I was only season 1. I left after season 1. I had a 5-year-old son and a boyfriend in Los Angeles, and I didn't think Glow was going to. Like I said, I thought first season it was one and done. I didn't think it was going to go anywhere, so I left.
And how was it working with David McLean? Because I know you probably had a chance to work with him.
Yes, I did. He was an interesting character. I guess season 1, it was he and Matt were still trying to figure out how to work together. There was just a lot of things that, like I said, everything was it was very unorganized. Season 1, they were still figuring it out. I call it the season 1 girls. We were the guinea pigs. But one thing, we didn't have a lot of restrictions like the other seasons did. They were pretty lax on us. Well, me anyway. Like I said, I roomed with Queen Kong, who was Matilda the Hun. We were the older girls of the group. We were both married. Well, I wasn't married, but I had a boyfriend that I'd had for a long time, and I had a kid. And so we kind of had we didn't really play by the same rules, I guess you could say. A lot of the other girls that were there, they were young girls. They were 18. A lot of them weren't even old enough to drink yet, and so they had. I guess they probably did have different rules, but it was totally different. We didn't have to check in at certain times, like I hear past the seasons behind us did. Let's see, we were able to have our own cars there. Just I don't know, a lot of different rules, and I guess they eventually moved into apartments off of them. We lived at the Riviera Hotel, and they got apartments later on, and I guess the girls had to room with each other. We did room with each other at the hotel also, but we got to eat there, and it was everything was different.
So when you came into when you were getting prepared and trained, you were trained by Cynthia.
I was not trained by anybody. No. I came in there to
you had
train.
The background. You had the background. Yeah.
Who is Cynthia?
As far as when I was talking to Roxy, Cynthia was known in the wrestling. She was known as Jasmine. And also as Pepper, she was one of the trainers.
Oh no, Pepper LaBianca?
I believe so.
Is that her?
I might be. She was known as Princess Jasmine.
In Glow? No, I don't know her. I have no idea who she is. No, I was not. I wasn't trained by anybody. I wasn't trained by anybody for Glow. I was hired by Glow to be a trainer, to train the girls. I was already trained. I was already a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
And they hired me.
You came in. You're prepared.
I worked with Nanuchka and with Hollywood and with all the girls in the ring. Before we ever started taping, even. So I was a trainer before I even became a Glow girl. I didn't go there to be part of the show. I went there originally just as a trainer.
Now, when everyone's talking about road stories, and you said you were more like the outside in that because you worked mostly in the professional wrestling business with Brown. Now, what are your road stories? Do you have any to share?
Yeah, but none that I really want to bring up right now. No, not really. No.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna. Because my road stories mostly it was when I was wrestling, there wasn't a bunch of girls. There was 2 girls usually on the card, and I mean there was only one dressing room, so we had a corner where we had to hold a towel up or a blanket up for each other to change our clothes. Because the guys were in there. We had one room that we had to share with the guys. There was not separate, dressing rooms for the girls because there was only 2 girls and there was, 20 or 30 guys. So we had to pick a corner or find a little corner where we're best, unseen and hold towels, or clothes up, jackets or whatever to hide each other while we changed our clothes. It was terrible. There was no separate, no shower. It's way different now. They didn't cater to us. It was a man's show then back then, To get in the shower, we had to wait until all the guys. We either go in first before the guys came in, or we had to wait till they were done and go in there and shower and kind of hide it for each other, and sneak out and find our little corner and hold blankets up and get dressed and share. There's only one bathroom in the dressing rooms too. There was no woman's bathroom in the men's dressing room.
Now, earlier in the show, we talked about Matilda the Hun.
What was that?
And Matilda. Okay, Pat there was to tell me that there's a message coming through with a little Darth Vader sign thing.
Oh, I was guessing that Lucian's in the bathroom. He just left the toilet.
Speaking of Lucian, can you hear us yet? Nope, he's still
I'm
good.
sorry?
He just flushed the toilet.
Lucian,
yeah.
Are you on?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, he's there. He's there.
Lucian.
He's here.
We
Oh my God! Found Lucian.
Oh, I've been married for 12 years. Yeah, I've been married for 12 years, and I've learned if anything, if a woman is talking, just let her talk.
You're funny. I've been married 25 years.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I'll keep him for another 25.
We were talking about Matilda the Hun earlier, and you were her roommate and you're one of her best friends. But Matilda was my favorite. I mean, I loved Matilda the Hun.
She's an awesome lady.
And is there any stories you can tell us about you two together in Glow? Like, is there any?
Well, all I can say, have you read her book?
No, unfortunately, I did not, book. But I will.
Get her book. You have to read her book. I'm not going to say anything. Just read her book. Queenie, she was a woman of many hats. She wore many hats. Read her book and you'll understand.
Now, how do you feel about the Glow, the Netflix series? Like watching it when you watched it on television, and were you impressed with it?
Well,
how does it make your blood boil?
I've only watched it once, okay, and we kind of speed watched it, kind of boom, 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 and I kept trying to compare it because it's called Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, so I was expecting it to be kind of like what we experienced, but it was nothing like that to me. For me, my experience was nothing like what I saw on TV. So for that reason, I was disappointed. It was an entertaining show, I guess, and it was kind of funny, but it was not my Glow experience. And I was there. I felt that they should have got some input from somebody who was there from season 1 to find out how it all started, and to go from there. But the way it started, it was just like, wow, no, it wasn't what I remember. So it was just weird. It was weird for me. It was entertaining, but it was not my Glow. It was not what I remember. Not my experience, or anything near what I experienced.
And when you were in season 1, when you were back in season 1, the real Glow, did you see this becoming such a big thing to last these seasons it did, the 4 seasons?
No, I didn't. I didn't see it going anywhere past season 1. I didn't see it. I didn't really. Well, at the time, like I said, when we were taping, it wasn't even airing. We weren't even on TV yet. so they were still trying to get it sold, I guess, to the TV. And so I didn't really even see that happening. I thought it was a different, way different show. The comedy, the little skits that they did. You notice if you look back in the skits, I'm not in very many of the skits. I didn't do too many of the skits because I thought they were very silly. And
I didn't understand the skits. Why did they put the skits in? That's what I didn't.
I didn't want to have anything to do with the skits. I thought that that like, okay, now this is goofy. I didn't want to have anything to do with those. If you notice, if you look back in them, I don't even know if I'm in any of them. I might be in one or two, but I tried not to be. Just some of the stuff they did, and it ended up working. It ended up working all these years later. People still remember it, and I don't think it was just for the wrestling. I'm sure it had to do with a combination of everything put together. The skits
when you're watching the show in the later seasons, you'll see a skit opening up the show and such, but it was kind of like a hee-haw type thing. To me, like it didn't connect. I couldn't feel like I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed Glow, but watching it in a fan's perspective, when you first see that opening, you think of it as more of a comedy than professional wrestling.
Right. And see, I was a professional wrestler before that, So at the time, I didn't let too many professional wrestlers, friends of mine, know that I had anything to do with Glow, because it back then, it wasn't looked upon as anything that should have existed. You know what I mean?
No, back in the 80s, back when I was trained by Valiant and Zbyszko, now kayfabe is a big deal. And back in the 80s, kayfabe was all the way. You didn't bring comedy into it. Yes, they had some spots, but the thing is that you did not have that.
That's what I'm talking about, So that's why you don't see me involved in any of that. And I came in. I would do a couple of matches. I was living there. I was training the girls every day, and every Saturday we taped. We taped 4 shows. We do 4 shows in the bucket, and during the week we just trained. And during the week is when they did all their little skits and the races and all the different stuff that they would do. And I would just try to be gone during that kind of stuff. I wasn't there.
It lasted 104 episodes.
Yeah, and now I wish I'd have gotten more involved into it now. Had I known, this many years later, it would still exist, and all that campy stuff that I wouldn't do back then is part of what made it what it is today. So who knows? Back then we didn't know.
They were in the process, weren't they, of shooting a 5th season, and then that's when the financial difficulties and such happened.
I really don't know.
According to what I read, but do you, like, when you talk to any of the girls from the 4th season, 3rd and 4th season and such, did you get any of their reaction on when they first found out that the show was just going to stop, that it was just canceled?
I know it happened suddenly. And the girls were wondering why. Nobody really got closure on it. Nobody really found out, why. Well, later on, I guess this last CAC, Matt Simber kind of explained part of it. I don't know if he explained the whole thing, but it didn't make any sense to me because I wasn't there at the time, so I don't know what was going on. And I never watched it on TV. I never saw it on TV, so I never kept up with it. I actually, after I left it, I didn't even know it still existed. I never watched it. So I was really surprised, all these years later when somebody found me on Facebook and, said, we're looking for you. You're a Glow girl, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, whoa, okay. It was
social media really changed the forefront of bringing nostalgia back. Like shows like Glow.
Bringing groups together.
Yep, and social media really did a good job of bringing this Glow community all together. And now you have the Afterglow cruise, you have appearances, you have conventions, you have it's amazing. And I think now that with the Netflix show, a good thing that maybe comes out of it is these fans that were fans of the original Glow would be able to tell their families, tell their kids, back in the 80s, this is the real Glow. This is what really went on and show them, expose them to the reality of what Glow was.
Right, and find out that we're still there and they can still connect with us. Because a lot of people probably say, well, because we're long gone, which we would have been. I mean, but somebody like, the girl, we did the documentary, the Glow documentary, which I wasn't involved in, but the first Afterglow fan party that Roxy put together, I got to be involved in that, and everything since then.
And to step out of Glow, Dallas, you were a professional wrestler. You worked with legends. You worked with women that truly paved the way for wrestling today in the women's wrestling division. How do you see it, like when you were with those women, when you're on the road, when you're working these shows, working with these legends, then you went into Glow? Did you feel that difference right away? Did you feel like, I don't belong here, this is something I don't want to do at first? Or did you just go with the flow?
Well, at first, no. I was glad I was only involved in it as a trainer. And then when I was given the character, I was kind of thinking, And then I was second thoughts, having second thoughts. But it was fun. It was an experience, and if I had it to do over again, I would do it. But I would have probably gotten a little more involved, for reasons like now. I'm not involved. I'm not in any of the pictures. If you notice, any of the pictures from back then, the group pictures, I'm not. I'm hiding. I'm ducking behind the ring, or I'm just not there. For different reasons like that, and I shouldn't have felt that way, I guess.
But I mean, you're a professional wrestler. You had respect for what you learned. You have respect for your craft. You have respect for the business. So I mean, I can understand where you're coming from. But
Glow girls were wrestlers. They learned how to wrestle. They spent a lot of time in the ring. They spent a lot of time working out. People don't give them credit for that. And the girls, they busted their asses to do what they did. So I'm glad.
The spots were right on. When you watch the shows, the shows of Glow, they were the timing was perfect. They had great spots. They knew everything they sold. Everything was great.
Right.
I mean, so they were.
They worked hard.
You can see it as a fan. You can see it.
Right. They worked hard, and it really makes me mad when people say, Glow girls don't deserve. They did this. They don't deserve that. But they weren't real wrestlers. Well, yes, they were. They worked their butts off. They spent a lot more time in the training and stuff than some pro wrestlers I know. Pro wrestlers I know, they get in the ring, they work out their match, blah 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 blah. But these girls, it wasn't just working out their matches and practicing that. They had weight training, they had the ballet, they had all kinds of different things they had to go through that I didn't have to go through. When I broke into the business. So I have a lot of respect for that, and people need to give them more credit. They are wrestlers.
Now, are you still a fan of professional wrestling today? Watching today's shows?
No, I don't watch wrestling.
No.
No, I'm not.
When I found myself watching wrestling, I go back into on YouTube and such, and I watch the old matches from the 80s and 70s. I mean, those were when I was a fan. Now, when we recently lost Bobby the Brain Heenan, I was shaken. I mean, he was one of my favorites. I became a manager because of his work, his inspiration.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to
Bobby
be.
the Brain.
So
yeah, he's a legend.
When you lose with these greats going the way they are, I mean, it's like these are the people that I was a fan of. These are the people that I enjoyed watching, and it's just like you've been in the ring with the greats of the Moolers and Mae Youngs and Sherry Martells and Rennie Rectors, and that you know these people, you worked with these people, and to see you go into Glow and to become that character, that's respect. And I mean, like you say, the women in Glow were professional wrestlers. Yes, some of them probably came not from the background of wrestling, but they learned the business. They learned how to become professional wrestlers. Well, we have another call in right now. Let's see who this caller is.
Okay.
Let's see. Hello. Oh, they looks like we lost them.
Say, caller,
anyway.
you're off air.
Oh, here we go. We have another caller.
Caller, you are on the air.
Yeah, which one am I speaking with? Hello?
This is Dallas.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Hey, I just wanted to say this is Derek, the creator of those glow figures.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good.
Hey, how you
doing? Did you hear the shout out earlier?
Yes, I did. I wanted to call and tell y'all great show and thank you for the shout out.
Awesome. I need to talk to you real soon. We need to get a Dallas character doll.
Hey, I haven't made any glow dolls in about a month. I'm like, hey, what's going on here? Let's get some more figures going.
We got to get this man busy.
Yeah, got to get me busy. I've been busy making Halloween figures for horror movies, you know.
Oh, yeah, okay. That'd be fun.
But we got to get some more glow figures going. Now let's get that Dallas figure going.
Absolutely. Got to work on that.
I'm sure you've seen the work around there. They're pretty cool pieces.
Yes, they are. They sure are. I can't wait to get one.
I can't wait to make one for you.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that the Roxy figure was probably the toughest to make, Roxy.
Yeah, you think?
Oh, it was glitter all over the office.
That's funny, yeah.
I mean, it was everywhere.
This is Derek from MCWF. He makes authentic figures. I mean, awesome job on all his figures. Very good details. He makes the Glow Girls figures. He did my figures, horror figures. I mean,
he can do anything, right?
Yes.
He can do anything, right?
I can do anything, or I can at least
anything you want
and try to make it look good.
Anything you want made, he can put it in a doll.
Anything.
Yeah, and he's really good.
Dallas figure.
Yeah, we need to get a Dallas figure. I'm gonna tell you that the Matilda figure was one of the best ones to make. That was an awesome figure to make.
That was awesome. I saw that one. Yes, she was my roommate. I've known that woman for about 35 years now.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you, her and my wife Wanda, they developed a pretty good friendship, and she is a very, very nice lady.
She's an awesome lady. Yes, she is.
Which I'm gonna say this about all you Glow Girls. Every one of y'all that me and Wanda have talked to, y'all are all awesome. And Don, you were awesome personified, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
And I hope you're doing good, buddy. I've been sending prayers out for you, buddy. I hope you're doing good. And
I'm hanging in there. I want to really
keep
doing good.
Good man. Good man. I'm glad to hear that.
I hope
We've been worried
doing
about
good.
you.
Yeah,
she's doing okay. She's taking a nap right now. She was listening to the podcast, but unfortunately she fell asleep.
Well, she needs to rest. I heard what she's going through.
Yeah, she's been through an ordeal, you know, but we're getting through it one day at a time. You know, that's all any of us can do.
That's right. Well,
Lucy
I'll send my best.
Also.
This is Dallas.
Man, but yeah, I just wanted to call you guys and tell y'all awesome podcast, and I'll be listening to every episode. You know, really good show.
Right on. Thank you very much.
Well, look,
and we hear from Yeager, Miss Yeager. I love your name. I can't remember your name. You know, out of everybody else.
Yeah.
I can tell. You tell I like shots. Now, if your name was Tequila, if one of you guys was Tequila or something like that, Smirnoff or something, see, I remember you, but I remember Yeager.
Tequila Yeager. The only person I know named Tequila was Tila Tequila, and I don't even think she's in the entertainment business anymore.
I hope not. I remember her.
That's showing my age because that goes back to when social media was MySpace.
Back when MTV still showed videos.
Yeah, that's why I let Wanda handle all the social media and stuff. I'm more of I'll pick up the phone call and I'll call you. You know, I'll pick up the phone and just call you. You know, I don't do Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff. I stopped with MySpace about 15 years ago.
That's funny.
Very quick, Derek, while we have you on the line here, why don't you go ahead and give a shout out and promote your business a little bit?
Okay, yeah. Me and my wife, we make custom action figures. You know, kind of like what we were just talking about a few minutes ago. We do horror figures. wrestling figures, glow figures. We've even done a few music figures, like we did some of the guys from Poison and one of the guys from Twisted Sister, and we actually just did a Lita Ford figure a few weeks back. And we just kind of like pop culture figures, anything pop culture related, we'll try to tackle it and see if we can make a go of it. And the only website we've got right now is you can find Wanda on her Facebook page, Wanda Manus, and the Twitter page we have is twitter.com/MCWF Customs, and they can just message us on there for pricing and availability and estimated time of when it would be ready and how it'll ship out. And
they do a fantastic job.
They do an amazing job. And Dallas is really
that's the biggest thing. I was always a fan of custom figures, but the only thing, if you look on eBay, nobody ever wants to make them with packaging. It's always just a loose figure. And I always think, if somebody's going to pay their hard-earned money for a figure, give them the whole 9 yards. Give them a package and everything so they can display it.
That makes them look so authentic with the packaging.
Now we have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Okay, don't let me hold y'all up. I just wanted to tell y'all all
you're fine.
Thank y'all for letting me talk.
No, you're fine, and I just have one question for Dallas before we let her go. Dallas, professional wrestling, where do you like to see it go now, like with the women division? Do you hope that it goes back to where it used to go to, where it's all mostly wrestling, or do you like the way it's going now?
Well, I'm not too sure if I'm so crazy about divas and all that stuff. I'd like to see just some women wrestling, like hardcore, straight up, like the men's, like the WWE. Well, that's pretty much, they give a lot of skits now too, if you think about it. They're switching. It's not just wrestling like it used to be back when I started back in the 80s. It was wrestling then. Yeah, they threw chairs and broke tables and but it wasn't. I was watching something the other night. What was it? It just wasn't the same kind of wrestling I used to see back in the 80s. I would just like to see women getting taken serious, and I just want to see them taken serious, and I'd like to see more women wrestling on TV.
I agree with that. Can I add one thing to that?
I agree. Sure, Devin.
This is what I say. If they've got a show for SmackDown and a show for Raw and a show for NXT and a Cruiserweight show, why can't WWE take some of the women that they had in the Mae Young Classic tournament and just stack up the roster and make an all-female show?
That would be amazing.
I agree. That would be a great
idea. That would be good.
That's what I would love to see.
And call me in. I want to manage somebody.
Hey, yeah, there you go. Let Dallas
I'm not taking no more bumps, but I'll manage somebody.
There you go.
And I'll make the figures for them. They don't need Mattel. I can do it. MCWF. Not Mattel.
That's right. He's got us covered. That's right. Right on. This was fun, you guys. Thank you so much.
It was wonderful having you on the show today, you and Sonny and Roxy. It was amazing. I was really happy to have you as guests.
Well, thank you very much, and I look forward to meeting you on the cruise.
Oh, definitely. Me and you'll be drinking all night.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. All you other hosts, you guys have a good night. Lucian, I hope you're still hanging in there. Jaeger,
I'm still here.
So fun playing with you. And what was the other one's name?
I'm Derek from MCWF.
Who?
Derek.
Brandon LeVay.
Derek?
Yes.
Hey, Derek, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Are you coming on the cruise?
Yes, I'm here.
You going on the cruise?
No, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. It kind of depends on how Wanda's doing, but if Wanda does a little bit better, I would love to be up there. We'd
love to see you guys.
Hey,
that'd be awesome.
Maybe we could set up a booth and sell figures of all you girls on the cruise. How awesome would that be?
That would be so awesome. Because we do have a little market night where we do stuff like that. So yeah, that would be fun.
That would be awesome. It kind of all depends on how she's going to be doing and how costly the medical bills get and how good the sales do between now and then.
Right.
So let's
you give her my best.
I will do that.
You give her my best.
So
Thank you very much.
All
right, you guys. Well, I guess I'm out of here.
Yep. And
same for me.
Dallas, it was great having you involved as a guest.
Thank you.
It was great hearing from you. Amazing hearing about Glow. It was great hearing about from Roxy, from Sonny. And I hope to have you as a guest soon.
Love those ladies.
Again sometime.
All right, you guys, you all take care now.
Take care. You have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Great hearing from you. Bye.
Have a good night, Derek. Well, that was a great show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very informative.
Now, we're not on the air, but we're going to be on when it's going to be broadcasted. We'll be on this part now.
Version. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took over the show. Yeah.
It was an amazing show. I threw the script out the window because it was so involving, and they were answering all the questions before I can ask them, so it was great. But
yeah, it was one of those things you just said you step back and just let them go.
That's it.
What was your feeling of the show tonight?
What was that, Keith?
What was your expression of the show tonight? How'd you feel it?
Oh, I just thought it was great because they had so much to talk about that we really just sat back and let them do their thing, and kind of like how they were in the ring, you know.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like a classic rock band, you know, and you get a chance to hear their stories about, you know, how they started out, and you just sit back and listen. You know, that's the best thing you can do. You know, that's a great experience to hear, you know, all these firsthand accounts of what exactly went on back then when all this took place.
And I thought it was a great experience. Brandon had to leave us. I think he's having a little whoopee. I'm not sure. He's probably going to listen to this and he's going to say, oh my God, I can't believe he said that over the year. But that's Doc Society Entertainment. We say what comes to our minds.
That we do.
Michelle, you had a couple of things you wanted to promote.
Yeah, I had a couple of events that are coming up. One is coming up at Friday the 13th. North Main Studio is taking that Friday the 13th to a whole new level with the 3rd annual Oddities Expo at North Main Tattoo Studio in Plymouth, Michigan, and that's Friday, October 13th at 9 p.m. It's a one-of-a-kind collection of taxidermy, dolls, haunting photos, slimy things, skulls, and everything in between from the Painted Lady, Trashins, Heather Rhea Wright. Everything is on display, and everything that is on display is also for sale. There are free drinks courtesy of Liberty Street Brewing Company. Everyone is welcome. No tickets are necessary, and there is free parking. So it's a great free event to get yourself some spooky little collectibles for your home. And then Saturday on October 21st, we have Kitty Cush's Halloween. That's 10 days away. There will be exclusive movie screenings like Cult of Chucky. There'll be giveaways, and there's going to be a pie eating and apple bobbing contest, as well as cash prize costume contest. And there will be edibles. There will be a bonfire and vendors, different performances by local rap and R&B artists from the Detroit area, beats by Stacy J, edibles and drinks by Smokeahonis Bakery, and that is October 21st. Doors open at 9 p.m., and that is on Fenkell Avenue in Detroit. And then also something else I just wanted to mention is, I don't know if either of you have ever been to Evil Dead the Musical. The Evil Dead the Musical.
No, guys, we'll be playing down my way pretty soon.
I know of it.
We've got one going on in Detroit, and this is the only one that it's actually, because this is based on, it's the Evil Dead the Musical, which is based on the 80s movie Evil Dead. It's a Sam Raimi classic. This is the 8th season for this musical, and the movie introduced us to the legendary Bruce Campbell and also Sam Raimi. This performance is approved by both of these film industry greats, and it's a must-see if you're in the Detroit area, and that's at the City Theater, and that's been going on since September 28th through October 28th. Now, I know every city's got a different one, and some that do travel around, but this is one of the originals. So I just wanted to mention it's a great entertainment. It's a night of entertainment for everybody.
Yeah, I've never been in a musical because I can't carry a tune in a bucket. So.
What about you, Lucien? Anything you want to promote?
Just my work at 7th Street Haunt here in Louisville. Don't have anything major going on right now. I'm still waiting to hear back on an audition I went to recently. But other than that, just doing my straight job, 40 hours a week. But other than that, nothing going on major right now.
But anyway, this was started off as a bump in the road. Supposed to start at 9 o'clock tonight, but we ended up starting at 9:30 because technical difficulties. But it ended up being a great show overall. I threw the script out the window. I didn't need the script. The Glow Girls took over the show. they took it over.
Yeah,
and
they
glorified it. Yep, they glorified it. And
Brandon with them.
No, yeah, they took Brandon with them. Brandon got snatched up, and he's no more. But
I don't think
it
he
was
put
amazing.
a fight.
But I really looked forward to this show, and I really am happy for the way it turned out. Next week, we're going to have Scott Espen, I hope I said his last name. I don't have the notes in front of me. But he's going to be our special guest next week. He was the one that he wrote Jack Pierce. So he did a lot of different work in Universal Studios. He's a great knowledge in Hollywood and filmmaking and films himself, and I'm looking forward to having him as a guest. We also signed in to become guests Fred Ottman, who many of you wrestling fans know as Tugboat in Typhoon in the WWE, and he was formerly tag team champions with the late great Earthquake, John Tenta. He'll be joining us as a guest, and on the same show, we'll be having Big Bully Busick. Nick Busick will be joining us. He was another WWE superstar. You remember him, don't you, Lucian? He used to have the cigar in his mouth, the bowler's hat. Managed by Harvey Whippleman.
As a matter of fact, I do. But I think he might. I think he might have started out in the old Memphis promotion, and then before he went on to the
Yep.
But yeah,
yep, both of them actually did. Both of them. Yep, Fred Ottman and started off in the old Southern promotions. Also, it's gonna be great talking to him, and also with Nick Busick, he started off in the great old promotions, and I mean it's gonna be great hearing their stories on that show. We have Buddy Cooper that's gonna be joining us. He is the director of The Mutilator. Also have the great actor Nathan Basil going to be joining us. He did a lot of film work, was in a lot of TV shows, but he's really well known as Leslie Vernon in Behind the Mask. They're going to be on our 25th show on October 25th on a Halloween special. Next week I'm going to be announcing a special guest that's going to be joining the panel, which we talked about last week, or early on this week, I'm sorry, and I'm sure a lot of fans are going to be very happy to hear this name. So he'll be talking about next week on our show.
Super excited.
But, yep. So tonight we were glorified. Once again, thank you, Roxy, Sonny, and Dallas for joining the show. And for all your listeners out there, thank you so much. So I'm going to throw a couple of these commercials in here from the Glow universe, and we'll be seeing you next week on Doc Society Entertainment Talk Live. I'm the Don, joined by Michelle Yeager. I said your name correct, Michelle, the natural vampire. And joined by Lucian Toombs, the awesome Lucian Toombs. And hopefully we can find Brandon LeVake, and he'll be joining us as well. He was taken away by the Glow Girls. So here's some old Glow. Here's some old Glow nostalgia for you fans out there. Thicker and fuller. Body and bounce. It's a battle royale, fans, for the new Fabergé Organics now. The new Fabergé Organics shampoo and conditioner with Pro Vitamin B5. That one sounds like a porno commercial.
The most important parts of my wardrobe are Fabergé Organics.
Sure, with our Don't be a fool. Use Fabergé. Your mama knows best.
Once again, all your listeners, thank you for joining Doc Society Entertainment Talk Live, Season 2, and we'll be seeing you please tune in next Wednesday at 9 p.m. with our special guest, Scott Astor. And if I said his name wrong, I apologize. But he'll be on the show.